Hey there guys, so I thought I would record a Christmas video where I talked about facts about Christmas. Then I realised that I don't have that many facts and also it would be really expensive to get all the props for it. So I'm scrapping that idea and instead I'm just talking about Christmas memories and stuff because it's easy and YouTube. Yep. So Christmas, it's one of those things where everyone kind of does the same thing every year until they die, pretty much. And from a little bit of the research that I did initially, that's basically due to the Victorians. Like everything we do at Christmas now is sort of a Victorian affectation, like boozy, fucking bloated cakes and trees and. My family don't really celebrate Christmas in a big way. Like I've got one of those families that kind of like has a sort of an underlying kind of, not loathing exactly, but they don't bother with each other. They kind of just, they're all sort of their own separate little pods and they get on with their own little lives and occasionally they have to talk to each other. But they don't do it at Christmas because fuck that. One of the things I remember about Christmas in the early days is things like artificial trees and like fairy lights with these weird sort of... I almost get the feeling that these didn't exist because they only seem to exist in my memory. Whenever I mention them to people, they're just kind of like, what are you on about? But like, you used to be able to get like plastic sort of clip-on things for fairy lights, and they were sort of like cowlings, and they didn't look very good. Don't get me wrong, they looked like crap, but they like clipped onto fairy lights, and like, they were sort of like shades for fairy lights. They were kind of cute in their own little way. Doctor Who, that's been a Christmas thing for the past 10 years. Most of them have been terrible, let's be honest. There was a list recently actually on the internet. So it was like a countdown for the top 10 best to worst Christmas episodes of Doctor Who. And one of the weird ones that I found was that the Doctor, the Widow and the Wardrobe, which admittedly was not a good episode, was ranked lower than the Next Doctor. The one with David Morrissey, where there was literally a giant fucking CGI Cybermen stomping through Victorian London, and everyone was just like, cool, blimey, it's alright that, isn't it? This is a thing that I grew up with, because I was raised as a Catholic, hence being an atheist sodomite now. This is an Advent wreath. It's not, you know, it's kind of obvious, I suppose, except it's not got a wreath, because fuck paying like £10 for one of those. But it's basically 4 candles. Not 4 candles, 4 candles. Basically, like in Catholic churches, you'll get these things, and it's supposed to be every week of Advent you light one of the candles. So on the first week you light the first candle, and then you light 2, and then the third week you have to light the pink one, because the third week has something to do with, it's technically called rose, pink. It's got something to do with pinkness or something, and then 4th week, which we haven't had yet, we're supposed to light that one, so I'm gonna carry on with tradition. I don't know why I wanted this. It was just more sort of like one of those things which I remember from like being a kid and quite liking, because like I don't know, I've got a colourful mind, I suppose. Yeah, I did look up like the meaning behind each candle, so it's supposed to be something like oh, I don't know, like peace, joy, love, and constipation or something. I don't really know. I always wanted a Megazord when I was a kid. That was a thing that I eventually got, but by the time my dad finally buckled from years of nagging, the series that I watched of Power Rangers moved on, so the one that I wanted it from was Power Rangers in Space, and by the time he got round to it, it changed to Lost Galaxy, so I got like the Animal Galaxy Megazord thing, which was fine. Although, as a grown-ass adult, I could now just go on eBay and just buy the one that I wanted. Might do that. I remember one Christmas I got a Lego set, which was sort of like an Egyptian adventure set, and it was a really cool set, and I made it all, and it had like trapdoors and snakes, and it was great, and I loved it. And there was one day, like half a year later, where I got into an argument with my dad, and my way of trying to win the argument was like, if you tell me to turn in my room one more time, I'm going to tip this set in with the rest of my Legos and I won't be able to tell them apart and that'll be your fault. And he was just like, don't do that, that's a stupid idea. And I did it. And initially in my head I was just like, yeah, that'll show him. I think when I was a toddler I once tore up a packet of my mum's cigarettes on Christmas Day. No idea why. Just did it. think it just felt like it. Anyway, that's everything that I can be bothered remembering about Christmas. So, let me know down below what are your memories of Christmas. What are the kind of things that stand out? Have you seen one of these things? Ah, hot wax on hand.